What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Negative, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So today is the day we're doing a showcase on TEQ Vegito. Now I wanted to kind of jump into a couple events, kind of explain what he does, and show off some of his flash and his skill. And then towards the end of the video, I'll do like a full breakdown on all of his details and, stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's do it. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the Gogeta event. Now, Gogeta, let me make sure I turn off my auto battle and auto map. So, Vegeta's sitting at 120 million HP, 450k attack, and 540k defense. Sitting at 70% damage reduction. It's got a 1.5 super attack, cannot be sealed, cannot be stunned, cannot be lowered. Each turn pass, he loses 15% attack, no more than 60. And the same for defense. On the 5th turn of Gogeta's turn, he's going to lose 50% damage reduction, 50% attack and defense. So, he's going to be real strong right now, but we're going to deal with him. Now for us, if we're looking at Goku slot 1, right? Slot 1, turn 1, he's going to be sitting at 200% attack and defense, plus an additional damage reduction of 50% for the first 3 turns. When he attacks, he gets another additional attack plus 200% and damage reduction plus 20%. When he has 10 keys, effective against all types. When he has 20 key, he launches an additional super. And as the second or third attacker in turn, he has that 20% damage reduction just in general. Now this is Vegito at 55%, so I kind of want to see how well he can take that kind of super attack with only, assuming that this first slot attack is going to be a super attack. Let's see how much he'll take with just 50% damage reduction, right? Now another thing to keep in mind, the EZA Super Gogeta is Vegito's best linking partner with 6 links. So I'm going to try to keep them together and kind of show you what he would look like boosted, maxed out, Okay, so Goku took 241k from a melee. Now, Gogeta is boosted right now, so... Okay, 8 mil crit. Instead of just showing you where he's at his strongest, right? I kind of want to show you where his weak points are too. So now that he's gotten the super and he's receiving a super attack, he's gonna get that extra 20% damage reduction. So let's see how much this goes in for. 500k. So it hurts. it hurts. That's for sure. I'm at 2% health. Vegeta's doing all of these right now, dude. Gotenks will live the turn though, because he's the GOAT. Now, from the 4th turn is when we get to start reversing into Vegeta. So we need to make it until then. In that intro. Alright, so we're gonna put UI Goku up front. Oh, I just realized that was rainbowed Goku. That wasn't even mine. That was the friend. All right. So go ahead and check this out. There's no way for us to get 20 key, 12. So this is 20 key right here. Which is gonna get his additional. And then let's pop that for you, I go. We got lucky with the slots here. Very lucky. With Super Gogeta, nullifying melee-based super attacks, it can be extra trouble, like so. Okay, 10 mil attack stat on an additional on top of that, right? It's kind of crazy. Alright, so we're hitting at 4 mil. And you gotta remember, Gogeta's at 70% damage reduction, so still penetrating decently enough. Now Beast is blasting onto the scene. Now we're gonna try and not focus on that Rainbow Vegito. This is a 55%. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why'd I do that? This is a 55% showcase. We're probably dead here. Wherever that super attack is. Great by Gohan. So if we're looking at Goku's stats, right? Sitting at 55%, he's gonna have 5,000 HP, 4,628 attack, and 3,087 defense. That's just that base. If we're maxing him out, let's see, if we're looking at, so 55%, he's going to be at 18. Yeah, there's that damage. Alright, so we're going to jump back in just to kind of see what it's looking like once he's out there and swapped. So I'm going to cut ahead. Alright guys, so I figured I'd jump in here on turn 3. One thing that I wanted to continue to bring attention to, so Goku at 55% is going to be at 18k HP, 17k attack, and 12k defense, right? Now on super attack, he's stacking attack infinitely, but he's only greatly raising defense for one turn. Now it's going to be a little bit different for Vegeta, but I wanted to get us there first, so we're gonna float Rainbow Vegeta, or excuse me, Vegito off, so that way when my Vegito comes on next turn, let's just barely give him a super attack. We don't need an additional from him or anything like that. We want to actually have some Gogeta left, right? So after this turn passes, Gotenks is gonna hurt him a lot, yeah. think bringing Gotenks was a mistake.
Vegeta! Yatta! Yappa, so datta! Kakarotto!
So, now that it's turn 4, we can take a look at Goku's stats right now. So he's sitting at 800k attack from all those stacks, right? And that's just at 55%. Now, hitting this little button right here, now we're at Vegeta. So, Vegeta, he's going to be sitting at that same attack and defense plus 200%, 50% damage reduction, 2 ki per ki sphere, and he's supporting Earth Protecting Heroes and Potara. He plus 1 attack was 40%, so, you know, where he's supporting in the same way and guarding in the same way. But getting 10 ki, instead of it being... So, hold on. Yeah, so instead of the 10 ki being that Goku gets effective against all types, Vegeta just gets 20% damage reduction. Which is big. So, you know, instead of it being after he attacks, he just has it. With the 20 ki, he also gets that additional super guaranteed. As the first attacker in turn, he guards all attacks and has an additional attack that has a great chance to be a super. So, tit for tat, right? Me, preferably, in a very defensive-based game, I would want to be running Vegeta. Now with this, right? We're looking at Vegeta. And you see he's greatly raising defense instead of attack on super. So they've kind of flip-flopped in that. So, what we're going to do, we're going to transform into Vegito.
よく言ったなカカロット。それこそがサイヤ人だ。
So, okay, so it is as I thought. When you use the active skill before or after you reverse them, you're gonna get Ki plus 3, attack and defense plus 18%, and guards all attacks in battle. So it's just for the rest of the duration. Now, of course, we're not going to last that long, so we're going to jump into another event to kind of show this off, and also show what it would be like to transform into Vegito instead of destroying the Potara, right? But we'll give them this last attack, you know, just have them finish it out, and then I will jump us into the Goku Frieza event. So let's finish this off. Grinding Stars Cannon. Alright, be right back. Alright, so now that we are on the Goku and Frieza stage, and we are on turn 5, I wanted to, first off, give Vegeta a little bit more limelight, because we didn't get to see much from him in the Gogeta event. But more importantly, we're here to see Vegito at 55%, so we're going to transform him.
Vegeta!
That's so cold, man. That's so cold. And that animation when he comes in. Okay, so with Vegeta, right? Or excuse me, with Vegito. He's going to fully recover your entire HP. We were sitting at 75, 74%. Now we're at full. He's got attack and defense plus 300%. Gets 3 ki per ki sphere. Guards all attacks. Damage reduction plus 60%. Launches an additional ultra super attack. And he's supporting Earth protecting heroes or Potara. For ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 40%. Now, for every attack performed, he gets a 20% increase in crit chance, up to 100% chance, so he'll be just going. Now, I'm pretty sure that this works with the counters. When receiving a normal attack, he counters with ferocious power instead of tremendous. And he also gets to see the super attack, like you can see there. Now, upon his arrival, you can use his active skill immediately. His active skill condition, you just have to show up. That's it. This is going to cause ultimate damage to the enemy. Defense plus 300%, and everything is directed to him. It's a target mechanic. Plus, on top of that, it's guaranteed critting. So, all of the additionals, like all of that by Beast, is about to be cooking. So, in fact, we're going to pop that right now. Oof. Oh my gosh, dude. Bruh. Boom. And if you KO him, you get that little finger whack. Woo! That shit tough. Alright, so right now we have to target. And then if you're running a friend, it wouldn't hurt to keep Vegeta in and then just do the rest of battle. I like a lot of this what if stuff, like the banner unit being Goku and Hercule fusing. That's tough. That's very tough. Alright, so we're gonna give Vegeta all of this. Or excuse me, Vegito. Just messing up left and right. And we're gonna let Beast just hang out in the back. It's not his showcase. So you'll notice Go Frieza has a damage minimum. See how much he takes this super attack for. I mean, with 300% defense on top of it, it should be exactly nothing. Whee. Oh my gosh. And don't forget that this is the additional Ultra Super Attack. And now, see, a 14 million crit counter. 15 million, and each one he's increasing. Don't forget, Vegeta here is stacking defense. Now, of course, he's not going to be taking any attacks here because we have Vegito's, you know, target mechanic, but still. Either iteration of Goku and Vegeta is fantastic. And Vegito himself, I mean, they've cooked again. 16 mil crit. Each time he's just getting better and better. This was one turn. We're going to finish him because Beast is going to do some pretty good damage here. By that, I mean 0. Look at this. 17 million. And of course, it didn't do 18 million because you have to finish him with a super. So we're going to have to go into the next turn. But I mean, Go Frieza, he's got 100 million HP. Attack was, his attack stat is 950k. Defense is 2 million. And damage reduction is 65%. So, with him cranking out a 2.8 super attack and all of those crazy stats, Vegito is still just here cooking like it's nothing. Just shredding his health away. It's honestly kind of crazy. And that wasn't even with like his best linking partner. You get this guy on the team, sure he's not on the full 220% lead, but I mean, they link well. He's a great unit, so. And to think we're getting a possibility of a new one, it's crazy. It's so crazy. All right, so. All right, so let's have Gogeta finish this up. But yeah, honestly, Vegito's great. Vegito's amazing. Those first 4 turns, he's going to be a good slot 2 character. Stacking that attack and has at least 70% damage reduction plus the 200 attack and defense. I mean, it's good. They're cooking. Swap to Vegeta after turn 4 and now you're extra cooking, extra defensive, stacking defense. All right, so with this now, we're going to dive into the full details. All right, so we are looking at Incomparable Radiance Super Saiyan Goku plus Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel. Now, their leader skill is going to be Earth Protecting Heroes, Fused Fighters, or Pure Saiyans. Category Ki plus 3, HP 200%, and attack and defense plus 170%. Plus an additional HP, attack, and defense 50% for characters who also belong to the Earthbred Fighters or Potara category. Now, coming down here, we're going to be looking at their super attacks. For the 12 key, they're going to raise attack infinitely, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, and cause colossal damage to the enemy. At level 20, super attack plus 30%. Super attack power will be increased even more. Now the 18 key greatly raises attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, and same thing for that. Now getting into Goku's passive. So he's going to get attack and defense 200%, receives an additional key plus 2 per key sphere obtained, Earth Protecting Heroes or Potara category allies key plus 1, and defense plus 40%. Now, in terms of when he enters the turn, for the first 3 turns from entry, he's going to have damage reduction 50%. When Goku attacks, he's going to get another attack plus 200% and damage reduction plus 20%. So now he's sitting at 70. Especially for those first 3 turns, he's at attack plus 400%. And if you have 10 key or more, he's effective against all types. When you get 20 key, he's going to launch an additional super attack. So yeah, for those first 3 turns, Goku's cranking out hard numbers. He's looking like he's going to be a slot 2 or 3 until you get to turn 4, then you can kind of work with it. See how you... As the second or third attacker in the turn, damage reduction plus another 20%. And launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So, with the 20 key or more guaranteed additional, second or third attack, you have a chance of doing another additional. And then I believe 2 more for the hidden potential system. So, he's at least doing 4 super attacks if you're lucky, right? Alright, now starting from the 4th turn, you can now exchange with Vegeta. So, looking at Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel now, same leader skill. He's going to have the same 200% attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, It's going to receive that same 2 ki per ki sphere and supporting. So instead of plus 40% defense, it's now attack for Protara and Earth Protecting heroes, right? When attacking, he gets 100% attack. So it's not even for 3 turns. He just has that in general. So it's going to be attack plus 300% and defense plus 200. When he has 10 or more ki, instead of it being effective against all types, he's going to have that 20% damage reduction. So as long as you're getting over 10 ki, he's getting 70% damage reduction just because. Which is crazy. It's insane. Vegeta's Crohned. I wish we could have him earlier, but, you know, I can't have everything I want, right? So, when you have 20 ki or more, you launch an additional super attack. And as the first attacker in turn, he gets guard and launches an additional attack that has a great chance to be super. So, that being said, for the first 4 turns, Goku's looking like more of a slot 2, slot 3 character. And then you can swap to Vegeta and have him in slot 1 if you're, you know, not wanting to use Vegito yet or just don't want to use it. Now, if you decide to use the active skill before turn 5, Vegeta is gonna pass it. Yeah, right here. So, if you activate it before turn 5, you're gonna get ki plus 3, attack and defense plus 80%, and guards all attacks for the rest of them. So, depending on what you want to do, go about it, could be useful. Now, if we're looking at Vegeta's super attacks, if we're looking at the 12 ki, it's going to be the exact opposite as Goku. Instead of raising attack infinitely, he's now raising defense infinitely and greatly raising attack for 1 turn. And vice versa for his ultra super attack. Greatly raises defense and infinitely and greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Like a Colossal. So, when you get to turn 5, you choose to turn into Vegito, right? Now, Vegeto's going to full heal your bar, attack and defense plus 300%, receives an additional 3 ki per ki sphere, guards, damage reduction plus 60%, has an extra ultra super, which is crazy. It's not just a regular super attack, it's an ultra super attack. And now for the support, it's not either attack or defense, it's both attack and defense plus 40%. For every attack performed, he has an extra chance to do 20% crit, up to 100% chance. For every attack received, he gets his attack increased by 10%. So it's really helpful when you use his target mechanic and all of those attacks are hitting him, he's just getting more attack, getting more attack, getting more attack. And he's getting an extra chance to crit, so he's just knocking you down left and right. Boom, 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 boom. In my opinion, he's better than like UI Goku when he first came out. TEQ UI Goku, where you do those counters, and you do 2 super attacks, and now you've got a couple more. It's crazy. For his counters, right? When he receives a normal attack, he counters with ferocious power. And then for the first 4 turns, he's on the turn, or in rotation, I should say. He's going to foresee enemy super attack. I mean, Vegito's crazy. Vegito is crazy. And he only does ultra super attacks. So he's greatly raising attack and defense on super. For his active skill, that is going to be his target mechanic. Not only does he do ultimate damage to the enemy, but he gets an additional of defense plus 300%. So he's not getting hurt. He's countering, increasing attack. He's guaranteed critting. The fight's cooked. So yeah, honestly, this unit is crazy. And this is just at 55%. Imagine at Rainbow. This guy is hands down, without a doubt, #1 in the game. So until part 2 comes out, that's the verdict. No arguments, no. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the showcase. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and let me know. I should be able to reach back, or at least take the criticism and work it into the next things. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.